What do you think of black people?
I don't like them.
Why?
I really don't. Because I just think that they're always looking out to make trouble.
All right, so let's get right up there.
Better turn around, let's go back. Don't go back. What? Go back. It is a new boy running with that.
We were riding down this block, and these white people start saying, "Get out of here, niggas! You know, get out of my neighborhood. Don't come to this neighborhood." And then they start hitting on her,
Throwing rocks and everything else.
throwing rocks. Because we were in their neighborhood.
We went on a bike hike to McDonald's. We didn't mean to bother anybody.
We had a nice
We saw a parade, we saw a gathering, so we went down there to see what was happening. I never even know people around here were like that. I've never experienced anything like this in my life.
And I was sure where she had. It hit me with that rock. I would pick up the rock right next to me and hit him right dead in his face. I say niggas are doing everything. They always say weirds doing everything, right? We didn't. Every time the white people come down the block, we don't push them out their neighborhood and throw rocks and start hitting them. We don't bother the white people around our neighborhood, but when we get in a white neighborhood, they just push us out. Yeah.
Everybody was a with nothing, you know. They were a piece of dirt, dogs. I mean, that's the way you treat an animal. I mean, God, we're human beings.
Yeah.
You don't treat other people like that. It's just wrong. Black, white, I don't care. A person is a person. Skin should have no bearing on how you treat a person. That's just wrong.
I hate their goddamn guts.
You don't hate them. I can't say that I hate them. I can't say that it's totally the kids' fault. I mean, I'm sure their parents had some bearing on the way they feel and everything else. I think it's just the system. I don't know.
How did this terrible thing affect your children? When they ask you these things, why? What do you tell them?
They are good and bad in every people, every race, regardless. Tell them that we just happen to be amongst a few people whose minds are warped. And I'm not going to teach them that, regardless of how many bombs they put at this house. I'm not going to teach my children hate.
There was a woman in the crowd. She told the girls, spit on her, and told the boys, don't let her get through that door. So by the time I got to the door, you can imagine, spit was dripping from the dress that my grandmother had made for me to wear to school the first day.
See, once she got inside the school, the abuse didn't stop.
Once I got inside, it continued to happen. I had to find a vacant seat because the kids were still following me, doing all kinds of gestures and doing all kinds of things.
Her teachers and all of the administrators completely ignored her the entire first day.
There were teachers lined up in the auditorium. They didn't do anything. So I sat down by myself at first, and then he called all sophomores to come up front. And I came up front and sat with the other sophomores, and that's when they would assign you to go to a homeroom class. And when you went to your homeroom class, you'd go there to pick your schedule and pick up books. I remember walking in that class, and there were 3 adults standing there talking to each other. And it's like I didn't even exist.
What is incredibly inspiring and unbelievable about Dorothy, she was determined to get back to school the next day, even though her parents gave her a choice. But unfortunately, the next day she woke up with a fever and a sore throat. So these abusers at her school thought that they were successful in scaring her away. But on Monday morning,
when I walked in the building, they were shocked.
She hoped that things would gradually get better.
Class, I raised my hand. It's like I didn't exist. And pushed in the hallways by the kids, and every day my parents would ask me the question, you know, what do you think? And I kept saying, it's gonna get better.
The next day at school, a group of boys circled her.
I was sitting there eating lunch, and a group of boys surrounded the table, and they spat in my food.
Someone threw a blackboard eraser at her head.
And I turned around, I looked, because every time something happened, it was always a group of kids.
Her family's car got vandalized.
Put my books in the locker, and I proceeded to the front door. My dad's car was parked in the circle, and the back window was shattered.
And for the very first time, Dorothy felt afraid.
Now, the target was my family.
Her father made a report to the police and to the school superintendent. And their response? They couldn't guarantee her safety. Her parents made the decision to pull her out. Dorothy had only attended Harding High School for 4 days. Some of the boys in this picture on that fateful day, like Ronnie Hall, Marty Wilson, and Woody Cooper, asked for forgiveness many decades later, while many others who have been identified hide in shame, never replying to media phone calls and don't want to be named.
This man choked a little girl.
Then he came at me so angrily.
Come on. Get my license plate. My car, you dumb.
It's all good to be on here talking about don't get mad, don't march in the streets. Look at this baby.
He had his hand around my neck, and I felt like I was gonna panic. I feel like he's gonna come back and come kill me. I was crying last night, and I was just so traumatized because I had feelings that he was gonna come and kill me.
It's always you people. He already came up like evil. Like he looked at me and then he rolled his window down and said, "Of course it's you. It's always you people. Always."
Are you seeing this shit too? Because we gotta keep each other informed.
Need to do better, and since
We want.
hello Patriots,
What's going on, buddy?
what's going on with your shirt, sweaty boy, or should I say Stephen Correga? This is what it feels like to be black in America. All of my Patriots check in from around the globe, because if you don't know, Jeffrey Gardner.
Hold on, Steve. You've been past my house 4 times. I don't know you. I've never seen you before, and you're walking past my house over and over again.
Perfectly legal in America. Jeffrey, have you never gone for a walk with your dog around your neighborhood?
Following me.
Look at him. Why do racist people sweat so much in their chest plate? That's my question. And this is a teenage kid right here. Imagine in an all-black neighborhood they followed a teenage boy around, a white kid. It'd be on every news channel, but no. The police, look, oh yeah. Look, there he is, Ram. Let's make Ram famous. He was a good soccer player. I think they've all been fired. Good. Racists deserve to get fired. This is what happened to Ahmaud Arbery in Georgia. And luckily, because of activists online, it was brought to justice. You hear what he just asked him? Why are you talking to my wife? He never talked to his wife.
The same question over and over and over.
Same question. Do you live here? Look,
Following me. This is harassment, right? That's harassment.
yes, it is harassment. And this kills me, people of the world, because this is what happened to Emmett Till. A white woman lied on Emmett Till and he was killed. This is not a joke, America. We need to do better. And the Sarasota police need to do better. And since they're doing nothing...
A white teacher refused to hug the only black student in her class, but what the student did to get back at her surprised everyone. During a retirement party at an elementary school in USA, Michigan, the teacher, after hugging all the children, suddenly refused to hug Aaliyah, the only black student. She gave her a cold pat on the shoulder before moving on to the next, which deeply hurt the little girl. Aaliyah, in tears, begged the teacher to come back, but the teacher deliberately ignored her. However, instead of letting it defeat her, Aaliyah decided to respond with dignity. During the ceremony, she spoke up, thanking the teacher, but expressing with maturity the pain of being excluded. Aaliyah's reaction to the teacher's rejection was nothing short of extraordinary. While many might have expected her to be crushed or angry, she took a different approach. After being ignored in front of her classmates, she didn't let the hurt define her. Instead, Aaliyah stood tall, wiped away her tears, and during the final moments of the ceremony, she made a powerful speech. How did you find Aaliyah's reaction? Tap the plus button to discover the teacher's reaction in part 2.
Just recently, a 14-year-old black boy was attacked by a group of white kids, some of whom were grown, who were calling him the N-word, shoving him and pushing him around. And while all of that happened, the observers of the crowd were cheering on and applauding. Yet unfortunately, nobody's talking about it. This happened when this 14-year-old boy went with his friends to a party in Wisconsin, and as he entered this party in Wisconsin, this kid was suddenly and severely attacked. And that was when he was attacked by a group of kids who were way older than him, who were calling him the N-word and pushing him against sharp meat clutters. Thankfully, this kid was able to escape and contact his mother. And this is not just one separate event. In fact, there is an increasing pattern of hate crimes against black people. In fact, black people, despite being 13% of the population, account for more than 50% of hate crime victims. And this is absolutely not okay, so please continue speaking up about this. Thank you for watching.
I'm gonna go with my dad.
6'7"? 6'7"? 6'7"?
That's African. We get it done. African. That's African. We get it done. Come on.
Y'all want to take a picture? Y'all go inside? Everybody go ahead. Go ahead. Yo, what's going on?
So guys, that is videos that I have compiled for you, and I know they are maybe not related, most of them, but they're actually talking about the same thing. It's just kids experiencing racism and how it affects them, you know. These are the kind of things that actually make people very, very annoyed when they're talking about racism, because you're doing this to children that do not know what their mistake is. They know that their only mistake is being black, and for most kids that doesn't register very early. Yeah, so when white people have taught their children that they are better because they are white, and that these other kids, they are associated with the evils in society, you know, you had a kid mention, you know, they are always looking for trouble. These are people that have been accustomed to think that black people are troublesome, that black people, whenever you see them around your home, around your car, you know, around your premises, you should be worried, because they're not coming there with a good intention. Maybe they're coming to steal, they're coming to destroy things, they're coming to pick your things from your compound. And that is exactly what the kids who are talking about. This is racism that has been taught to them. They know that they are supposed to mistreat black people, they're supposed to not allow them in, to not engage with them, you know. They are bad people. It doesn't matter if they are kids or adults, you should not allow them anywhere close to you. Now you see the other guy that was harassing a teen. Yeah, this is just a little boy that is trying to find his life, to find his way around, you know. He's just walking by himself and doing his own stuff. He's being, you know, made to feel like a criminal, as if he was doing anything wrong. Yeah, to the point, and he tried to take it in so hard. He tried to ignore it. He tried to make it look like it's not a big deal. You can see it from his face. He was trying to act as if it's all cool. But he got to a point where he's now questioning, why are you following me like that? Why are you doing me like this, as if I am a criminal, as if I have done something wrong? All these questions that you're asking me about whether I stay around here, you know, those are questions that you ask someone because they have done something wrong. And they kept asking, he answered them, they kept asking the same question, yeah? Because from the perspective of these guys, it was like maybe he's here to steal, maybe he's here to cause problems. He's asking a young boy why he's speaking to his wife, and he wasn't speaking to his wife. And sometimes you see videos of people being killed, black people being killed, and you wonder, you just want to have a snippet of what was happening before that happened, that killing happened. And sometimes you can be surprised that these are the kind of things that go on. You see, someone just decides to ask you a question about why are you talking to my wife, and you don't even know who their wife is. You have not talked to their wife, but they are finding a reason to just put you in trouble and beat you up, you know, do crazy things, shoot you. So black people always have to walk worried. They have to always have their head above their shoulders, you know, always threatened. Their existence is just troublesome. They have to. You cannot live happy. You cannot be peaceful, you know. If you're a parent, you're not comfortable when your child leaves home. Because anytime they're out there, you are unsure about their safety, you're unsure about the people they are meeting, you're unsure about the people that they are encountering on the road, wherever they are. And that is too much pressure for someone, for anyone really, because we are in a world where we're supposed to be free, all of us. Everyone is. You see the way the white people walk around not worried about a thing. That is exactly what everyone deserves. Everyone needs to have that kind of freedom where they can do whatever they want to do, as long as they're not hurting anyone. They should be comfortable enough to, you know, go anywhere, talk to anyone, interact with people that you want to, and walk in the neighborhoods that you want to walk in. Sometimes you could be looking for a house to buy, or dreaming or manifesting, yeah? But now it's a problem. When you're black, you are not allowed to do all those things because people are looking at you and thinking you want to steal from them, you want to be arrogant, you want to fight, you want to be violent. Any vice you can possibly think of. That's what they're always thinking of black people when they see them. And racism is not better when it's done to adults, but it's worse when it's to children. And you've also seen the child that was at the end of the video, the child that saw this nice car, this nice amazing car, and all kids are fans of that. They are so happy to see that car and to have it in person like this, you know, you can actually touch it. It was big for them. They were taking videos. Some of them were happy to, they just want to see who was inside the car. And one kid, you saw her, finds out that the people that are actually in the car are black people. And the joy that that kid had, their happiness, you know, and she couldn't stop saying it. Black excellence, black excellence. That just shows you that in that school or whatever environment they are in, black people are looked at as people that cannot achieve things like those. No, that's too big for a black person. And she has been taught that something as black excellence exists and that it's achievable, and that if she works so hard, she will achieve it. And she has not had very many life examples to see. And now on this day, she actually saw it, and she is over the moon, because what do you mean a black person can actually do this? Yeah. And she was so overjoyed, she couldn't help it. She was saying it countless times and making sure that the white kids over there hear this, and they should get it into their heads that a black person can achieve. Yeah. She was so proud. She didn't even care who the person was, but the fact that it was a black person, it gave her hope. It made her aware that she is capable of achieving a lot in this life, and it doesn't matter that she is black, she can do it. Yeah. That was very emotional for me to watch. I don't know about you, but that can also tell you about the things that this child encounters in school or maybe where they live, that black people are looked down upon so much that when you finally see your own achieving this much, it's a shock. Yeah, it's not something that you expect, it's not something that you're used to, it's new. And that was beautiful. I think shout out to her and to other people that believe in black excellence, because it is true, it exists and it's real and we have seen it. So yeah, let me know your thoughts, guys. I know you have lived in environments where you have interacted with white people, white neighborhoods, and you have encountered these things, and maybe you have an instance that happened to you and you have never forgotten about it. Maybe you were a child at that time and you've never forgotten about it and how it affected you. You could share with us to know how it was, what happened, and how that impacted your life as an adult now, and what is the thing that you decided to do different so that you make the world a better place. Yeah, so guys, I will leave it at that. If you're joining me for the first time, if you've never seen me, my name is Furaha, and please consider subscribing to my channel and be part of this amazing family. Returning subscribers, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate each and every one of you for the support and for always being here to watch my videos. Means a lot to me, and I hope that you're also keeping safe from wherever you're watching me from. Keep safe, and I will see you on my next video. Bye for now.